Good morning, everyone. This is going to be a very quick video. We just had the pullback in Microsoft. I want to talk about that. So let's first start with the daily time frame setup. Yesterday, with the closing candle, we had our yellow slingshot squeeze arrow. That's our first sign that we expect the squeeze to start to fire long. If I load in the squeeze here, the triple squeeze, we click apply. Okay, you should notice that this is now starting to gain a bit of momentum here. So we're looking at this squeeze to start to fire above zero and eventually take us long. If we saw a squeeze signal, which is a sine arrow, that would be even greater to this setup. However, specifically with the slingshot squeeze, here are the stats associated with it. You'll notice over the past 5 years, we've had 12 winners, 0 losers. This has also been a video I've talked about before, in which this is the trade in Microsoft so far, at least, that hasn't lost in 5 years. Let's continue to take a look back at 10 years, just as an example to see, well, did this trend continue? And going back 10 years, you'll notice this goes up to 13. So one more winner, but 2 additional losers in that first set of 5 years that we had. Now coming back into 5 years, just so we have less data. Today, right now, actually, we have a pullback to the market post line. We were looking at 233.88, which is this gray line right here. So far, we're below that, 233.56. And so you have opportunities to enter if you are looking at trying to get long Microsoft. If I zoom out here, we take a look at the overall trend that was. You'll notice that was definitely bullish, headed into this pullback right here. And with our entry right here at that market pulse, I think the first natural target is a retest of the 1272 extension. That would then also mean this gap right here gets filled. I think there's a lot of confluences there. And then if you're looking at Microsoft to continue to make new highs, I think the 200% extension above that is just a stone's throw away, which seems like a likely target, 248.78. And for those that remember from the previous video we made, 250 was that nice round number we were looking at, which if we come into the weekly chart here, that's where we were hoping that this weekly squeeze would eventually take us into 250 and then above. So anyways, hope this video helps to give you an idea of a trade setup that triggered yesterday. We got the pullback today. It has stats that work in its favor. This is now just a 1-year daily time frame chart, but it has stats that work in its favor, and you have a lot of different ways that you can try and play it, whether it's just outright buying the stock, whether it's using the liquid option chain that you have in Microsoft, or some other method of playing this trade that you prefer. And now one last thing we can take a look at is if we come into our dashboard right here to get an idea of where our Microsoft long entry prices would be, you'll notice that our long entry, this LE line right here, is at 229.48. So we're still a bit of a ways away from that. That doesn't seem like a likely entry point that we will get today, but this pullback to the market pulse is that first zone that we'd be looking at. Try and play this into, again, 242.82, and then that 250-ish mark with that 248.78 target. All right, hope this video helps. Take care, everyone. Good luck trading, and we'll see you in the next update.